we're a magazine, but these days being a magazine, nobody has just a magazine anymore. We got a website, we've got blogs, we got people tweeting here all day long. We have e-newsletters, and we do everything you can think of to provide information and news to show managers and suppliers and people who are in every facet of the trade show business. Our whole point of being alive is to help people do a better job of running and exhibiting in shows. TSW Fastest 50 is what has turned into be a great industry event. We started out because we wanted to find a way to identify the people who are going to be the top people in our industry 5 or 10 or 20 years from now. And so we picked on the idea of getting the fastest growing shows. And every year we have it in a different city. 2 years ago we had it in Atlanta, which turned out to be an excellent location for it for a couple reasons. First off, everybody was very gracious. We had a lot of good food. People got to go over to CNN. We were right next door to CNN because they were associated with a magazine. They kind of were interested in the news element. It's very accessible for people, which is another thing because sometimes when we have it on the West Coast, it's hard for people to get to. One of the great things I like about Atlanta is you can leave my house in LA and be here by the middle of the afternoon, and I'm about as far away as you get. So anyway, Atlanta was very good for us. You know, I know that there's a recession on, and travel has really been a problem. But I really think that it seems to me the last couple of years, sometimes the cost has not been the obstacle people have when it comes to travel. It's the hassle. And possibly having to spend a whole day traveling and be worn out when you get there. The fact that 80% of the country can get here within 2 hours is a great benefit, because that means sometimes people at the last minute make a split decision about whether to go to a show or not, and often it's something as easy as, oh, but I have to make a connection, forget it, or oh, but I'm gonna have to get up so early, never mind. And if you can get to a place in a convenient amount of time so you're don't feel like a worn-out rag when you get there, that's a good thing. Well, certainly toward the top, for a couple of reasons. People are very nice here. Obviously, the convention center is a great asset, plenty of room, but also you could have a smaller show like this and still feel like you're at the center of the universe, which of course is what every community that holds a trade show wants to have. You want, no matter what it is, you want the people at your show to feel like they are at the center of the universe as far as they're concerned. And obviously people are feeling that here today. Hotels, plenty of different kinds of hotels all around the convention center within a short distance from it. Airport's convenient, plenty of good food. I know I said that before, but it's true. I live in LA, but whenever I come here, I'm hoping to get some fried chicken or something, you know. I go to a lot of shows, and the more I go to, the more I want it to be convenient. The last thing you want to do, everybody, when they come to a show or a convention, no matter what, they say to themselves, what's the minimum amount of time I can spend there? If I can make it 2 days instead of 3, or if I can make it 3 days instead of 4, I want to, which means you try to pack as much as you can into every single day. You know, unfortunately, that's the way we are. But if you go somewhere where you're spending half an hour to get back and forth to the hotel, 45 minutes to go somewhere to a restaurant, that's a bad thing. If you've got a package like you have in Atlanta, where you've got everything very close and you can get your work done and maybe have time to do something evening, that's a good thing. That everybody was very friendly. Number one, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And I'm serious about that, because you go to some cities, Atlanta being one of them, and I swear you can sometimes feel like they got everybody into a room. By everybody, I mean all the taxi drivers, the waiters, the maids, everybody, and said, all right, be nice. Yeah, I know they don't do that, but that's what it seems like. Because by comparison, I go to some cities and you know, it does make an impression on you when people are not nice to you. But when you come to a city, everyone's nice. It makes it much easier to do your job. I love Atlanta.